As Ryan Shaw said, they thank Mike Woodson for taking him out of the game.
It always happens.
The staff.
If I had a guy as hot as he was, he wouldn't come out of the game unless his tongue was dragging on the floor.
Yeah, and not many guys were asking out.
No, and when you're that hot, you don't get tired.
6 on the shot clock. First possession of the second half. Horford. And took it away. Where was Andrew going? Andrew only had 2 rebounds for the first half, and both came at the offensive end. Did not have a defensive board.
Well, you come out and start the third quarter, you get a semi-stop. They missed the first shot, but you don't get the defensive rebound. And the first 5 minutes of the third quarter generally sets a real good tone for the second half. So let's see what the Lakers do.
Deep into the clock, Ron Artest on the three-point line. So he had that make at the end, the three-pointer. He's now 1 for 5 for the game. And Joe Johnson playing pinball, and he kept it. Give him credit for that. It wasn't pretty, but he still got the basketball. Williams with the left hand. Slick little move. He knew what he was doing,
Not
didn't he?
only that, but a nice quick jump. You know, that with that kind of quickness, you obviously beat the defender off the floor.
The second player taken to the draft back in 2005. Hawks took a lot of heat for that because he was taken before Chris Paul and Darren Williams. Kobe's first shot of the second half just clipped the front of the rim.
Well, the first 2 trips down are any indication that he's going to find himself in a struggle again.
Phil Jackson talking about energy, the lack of energy in the game against Dallas. To the top, Andrew Bynum stayed there that time, didn't he? Andrew met Horford up there. So they get the stop. It'll be points off the good play defensively. Lamar on him all the way to the cup. Man, shot blocker changed that, didn't he? Josh Smith came over. Pick and roll. Joe Johnson. That Kobe kept it away from Williams. Slow start to say the least at the second half. Lakers looking at the first points. That's a high percentage look. Andrew Bynum from Kobe.
I'm surprised at the number of times with that particular type of play where the defensive center will leave Andrew and go to Kobe, leave Andrew right there under the basket for the easy.
Common sense eludes some. Lakers aren't complaining. They're up by 4. Can they get some stops? Deep at the clock, Bibby. Here comes the teardrop. And the roll. Got it away quickly and over Andrew Bynum. But again, too close to the basket. Nobody stopped the ball. Josh Smith tried to get the charge. One-handed, Ron Artest.
Well, they let him play on that sequence.
And Lamar went to the small of his back like that hurt him too.
Well, Lamar has to be careful, though. Bob Delaney, one of the officials, is giving him a long look. He wants to hear what kind of verbiage he's using about the non-call.
Marvin Williams, long rebound. That's out Ron Artest. So 43% shooting for Atlanta, 52% for the Lakers. Yet it's only a 4-point Laker lead. Fish, good look as they washed out on the screen. Little screen up top, took 2.
You know, Derek now hasn't missed a shot tonight.
Hasn't taken many, has he? He's 3 for 3.
Just going to say that. When you only take 3, though, it's hard to stay in a rhythm.
Joe Johnson moving off the ball. Bibby. They vacated the premises long enough for a good look for Bibby. So Bibby in the starting lineup with 12. 12 on 9 points. Kobe, beautiful move. And going to the line. Boy, he had completely lost Marvin Williams with that little fake.
Well, he got him up on his toes, man, and just went straight to the rim on him. Fortunately for the Hawks, Marvin Williams is able to recover and prevent the easy hoop and make Kobe earn the 2 free throws. Kobe only there twice in the first half. He made both free throw attempts.
So the Lakers, when we talk about differences from Friday night, and definitely offensively there's improvement. They're up right now by 4, but I like the fact that they're 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. They didn't fall in love with the three-point early tonight like they did in the last game.
Well, it's been mid-range tonight that they've, gotten most of their attempts, but they're not getting to the free throw line. That's only 12 attempts versus 17 for the Hawks. So they're catching up in that department.
Kobe's got 21 on Two makes at the free throw line. Al Horford working against Andrew Bynum, who blocked it the last time and denies him this time.
Now you talk about a player who uses his body well to defensive rebound. Ron Artest.
That's a kick. You like that, don't
Did you see that? What he did to Marvin?
Well, it's a textbook box out.
Oh my goodness, Williams is a nice leaper, but he couldn't do anything with that. And really, Ron got that rebound almost flat-footed. He jumped a little bit, but didn't have to do much because he utilized the fundamentals.
Well, so often guys never put a body on a body.
Well, he puts a body on a body.
Now, close to a fresh shot clock on the inbounds for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum, tough catch, a little bit behind him. And Josh Smith comes the other way. Derek Fisher had other ideas. Here comes Kobe. He's got Drew taking himself with a dunk. Lakers by 7, 74-67. Their biggest lead in the first half was 8.
A nice hustle play by the Lakers, and it gets them an easy deuce as they blindsided Josh Smith.
After their own turnover. Josh Smith, well, talk about communication. Nobody was talking to him about the guy from behind. Artest has had something to do with Joe Johnson slowing it down. Let's see if it continues. Gibby again wide open. Boy, how can you leave him? 74-70. 15 for Bibby. Fish. That's his first miss on the free ball. Hawks aren't going anywhere. Taking a lot of scores. Smith with the entry. Man, it looked like Artest as he fouled the ball around, blocked it away. Kobe, what a pass on a sundown. He gets it, and the quarterback threw a beauty. Nobody could get to that one.
Yeah, the defensive back shot that gap, but he didn't come up with anything, and Kobe sailed on in.
That was Lamar Odom. Sizzling pass. 76-70.
Lakers got to string together some stops, though. You know, I mean, this is the end of the floor that is pretty much let them down to a large extent.
They get the stop there. Boy, Ron Artest is making it difficult for Johnson to get the ball. Kobe, the long rebound. Lamar wanted to go right back. It's the dive man. Kobe, he'll go to the line. Three-point opportunity. Matches their largest lead of the game. LO, who leads the Lakers in rebounding tonight with a good second chance for Kobe.
Well, you know, that's LO being LO, though. LO is a giver. I mean, he gets the offensive rebound, and the first thing he thinks about is, where's an open teammate? Kobe cutting, he's the open teammate, gets the easy one. He's going to have a chance at a traditional three-point play. And see if he can put the Lakers up by 9.
A lot of money.
A lot of money is the key. Although, we've talked about it, it's not the same as before economically.
Well, they're going to make a lot of money. It's just not going to be maybe as much as they thought they'd get, but
as much
it's going
as
to be
it was
a
5 years ago.
Boatload. They all make a boatload now.
Right. By anybody's standards, it's a lot of money. It's serious. It's a few generations worth. Kobe going to the free throw line, trying to give the Lakers a 9-point lead. That would be their biggest so far.
And this is where
the three-point play.
You want to come out of a timeout and really, again, lock down defensively, because you want to make sure you set a real tone for it on the defensive end. So they come out of the timeout. Let's see what they do.
Ron Artest has definitely made a difference guarding Joe Johnson. He's chasing him everywhere, making it tough for him to even catch it. And moving pick. It's Al Horford. His second.
And I like it when the call is made and there's no complaining. One of the things I'd like to see the players do is really stop complaining to the officials.
So whining.
Oh my goodness. Ridiculous.
Pulled inside. Crawford all over Kobe. Away from the ball. It's just a tough matchup. Wow, you talked about one guy basically a heavyweight and the other guy a middleweight.
Well, you know, there's still Kobe trying to get through there, and he had his choice of who he wanted to call a holding foul on there. Either that or just let him keep playing.
Artest trying to create. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Josh Smith.
Boy, you talk about a fullback going through.
Was he the lead blocker?
Woo-hoo.
The lead blocker.
Man, he lowered that shoulder, and he was going, and Josh Smith took it all and gets called for the blocking foul. So now the Hawks out of fouls. Now the next foul will send the Lakers to the line.
Lakers do not have, with 5+ to play, a team foul here in the third. Fish can't burn it, but there's another one. Double figures on the boards. That's the 10th for Lamar. Kobe, pull-up game. Finding Andrew Bynum. Smart play, gather, and a dunk.
That was
Largest
nice.
lead.
Now that was nice. All set up by Kobe. Good recognition.
For the Lakers with a double-figure lead for the first time tonight. Now let's see if the stops continue. Leave a shooter. That's a break. Right out to Derek Fisher. Finch on a hesitation move. Any time on the shot clock. Looking for Andrew Bynum against the center. Al Horford. Lamar again. Right back at it. 82-70.
Lamar just wanted it more than anybody else. Anybody from the Hawks, they didn't want it as much as Lamar did.
And the Hawks, they're going to get a timeout. So a nice surge here. Midway and a little past the midway point of the third for the Lakers.
Yeah, nice surge, but you can't now relax. You're on an 8-0 run. Don't take that sigh of relief. Game's far from over. That's why teams make comebacks of their own. You got to keep applying the pressure. As Kobe says, Andrew, I see you. And Lamar, well, you know Lamar. That long left arm. Back at it. I see you, L.O.
Real time. It really was, because it was almost 3 months without losing a game. Right after we had that record broke in Milwaukee, Jerry West broke his nose in a game against Cleveland like the next night, and then we lost 3 out of our next 5, and the whole city of Los Angeles went, oh, they ain't gonna go anywhere.
Great memories. You're going to want to watch that on the Lakers Live, the postgame show tonight. Pat Riley talking about that classic 71-72 Lakers season. It's a giveaway. Kobe on the run. Leaves it on for Artest. Boy, that's sharing it a little behind the back action.
Well, Kobe knew that Josh Smith was bearing down on him. Kobe says, keep coming. You got the angle for the block, but you're setting me up for a nice assist.
Lakers at 54%, more points off a turnover, holding the Hawks now down to 42%. Crawford hit the deck. Kobe will tie him up. So a jump ball, and the Lakers look for another takeaway.
That was a very nice play in transition after the turnover by the Hawks. Kobe going the distance, and Carl Jr. Exmo shows it perfectly. Behind the back, and Ron Artest obviously likes that left hand because he put it in that big mitt and gets the dunk. Nice play. That's how you run a fast break. Remember, the Hawks showed you how not to. Lakers showed you how to.
3:45 to play in the third. It's controlled, and Kobe gets it right back.
Well, a non-jumper touched it, or else Kobe would not have been allowed to come up with that ball.
One off the Hawk. Over the top. Andrew Bynum. How about the lead from Lamar Odom on the dunk? His 6th assist. 12-0 run for the Lakers.
You got to keep applying the pressure, though. You got to just get so greedy.
Joe Johnson trying to call something out inside. That put back off target. Ron Artest takes it to himself. Check Kobe behind. Pulls it himself. And could have been a team. They won't give a one.
No,
a little chin-up action.
That was really to break his fall. I'm glad they didn't blow the whistle. If he lets go of the rim there, he falls on his head.
14 straight for the Lakers. 88-70. What a run here in the third. That's a carry. Picked up on another turnover. The run out. Jay's waiting on the wing. They want him in the corner. Kobe had to go off his foot. Stays with the play. The ball away. Andrew Bynum got it away from Pachulia, but it went off Evans. And how about another one? Andrew's there if you need him. Andrew Bynum for Lamar Odom.
Timeout. Come on, please. Call a timeout. Oh, thank you.
Somebody's got to give.
Boy, I talked about the Laker defense picking it up, and they have turned the Hawks over again and again and again and again, and it's ended up in easy hoops, and the crowd sensing that maybe this is something that'll jumpstart our team. Only third game into the year, so no real panic, but picking up turnovers, and Artest doing what he does, playing the defense, getting out, getting the easy hoops, and none easier than the one that Lamar gives to Andrew. basket, and what a pretty play it was. Kobe out in the front. Uh-oh, you got me? How about this behind the back dish? And let Ron Artest flush it with the left. That is
Points off mistakes, and that's been the catalyst. Bynum, good to see. Got the board. I see you a standing ovation from Stu Lance.
I wish I could say it.
90-70, Lakers by 20. Kobe cruising to the top. Tried to curl it home. So the Lakers right now on a 16-0 run. Don't forget it was 74-70 at the 6:32 mark. And the Lakers have definitely turned it up. And that's the encouraging part of the defensive end of the floor. Playing defense without sending it land into the free throw line.
That's key. That is key. Turn them over. And obviously, if you turn them over, you didn't send them to the line, but you still have to play defense without committing fouls. And the Hawks, on the other hand, where the Lakers are giving a lot of team support defensively, the Hawks are not giving team support, and it's opening up the middle a lot for Kobe to make his forays to the basket.
Luke Walton checking in for the Lakers. Ron Artest is going to get a break. You know, too often we look at just what happens at the offensive end of the floor. But with Ron Artest tonight, and he's done a better job. He's got 9, 6, and 4 assists. What he's done on Joe Johnson has made a difference. He's made it tough for Joe to just catch the ball.
It's the best way to stop him, not let him catch it.
18 straight for the Lakers, up by 22, 92-70. And a hold on Derek Fisher. By the way, I know once you get home tonight, like me, you're going to be watching right after Lakers Live, Game 1, April 17th, 1966. Baylor, West, Gil Goodrich got 20 in the game. Game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight.
If I can get there in time, I will. But
1966.
It's a nice bowling night.
Oh, you'll see it. It's overtime. It's an overtime game. Stick around. Joe Johnson, boy, he had 20 about 2 days ago. He still got 20. Lamar Odom, he'll get it off for Fish. I hope LO gets the triple-double. Fish, real short. And Josh Smith has it. And I bring that up because Lamar has really set things up for the Lakers. Pachulia on the good setup inside.
I guess they figured out the best way to score against the Lakers is to get it in transition before they get set, because their set defense the last 4 minutes or so has really caused problems for the Hawks.
Lamar Odom with 9 points, 11 boards, 7 assists. He's definitely been in the middle of things for the Lakers. On the crossover, not close. You could see out of his hands it was a line drive.
Like he never got on his fingertips.
And Derek Fisher, they're going to call the block. I thought he guessed right. James Capers had a much better view than me. But
it did look like he was there, but was his right foot moving? That's what the official was saying, was your right foot moving. That's a sympathy call. You feel sorry for the Hawks getting on this.
You haven't used that one in a while. I like it. Stop the bleeding. 65 seconds left. Luke Walton, sneak attack. He's got LO. Lamar Odom leaving it off. There's the assist. Kobe on the reverse.
See, now there's Lamar, though, being what he is.
Typical.
I mean, he's ahead of the pack. He throws it back to Kobe.
He just shares it. He's a great teammate.
Yes, he is. That's because Lamar is just a great person.
You want him on your team. Foul before the pass. It'll come on the side. Actually, that's the second or final 2. The Lakers did not have a foul until the last 2 trips in the third. So these are going to be the first free throws of the second half. So they listened to the staff of the locker room because that was a point of emphasis.
No defense without foul.
Joe Johnson, frustration you could see on his face. He's just happy Artest is on the bench now. He's like, get the guy away from me. 94-73. Joe Johnson's a 3-time All-Star, though. He could flat out play.
We talked about he had 18 before anybody blinked.
He had 18 of the first 23.
Now he's got 21. Now this makes it 22. And leading scorer in the game, Kobe's got 31. 50% from the field.
Jordan Farmar has checked into the game for the Lakers. Joining LO. Andrew Bynum.
This is a 2-for-1.
Yep. Kobe Season. And Julia from behind.
That's called making sure guy doesn't score. He brought the hammer down.
That was your basic hack.
Well, he got the ball, but he got Kobe's right side, especially the shoulder area. Kobe just walks to the line and says, no problem. Just take these 2 free throws and go the other way.
You know, the Lakers are on tonight, an NBA Laker Classic. And I said 1966. We're going to confirm it because they're telling me now it may be the May 7th game of 72. Game 5 against the Knicks. That's going to be the Lakers live. One of the two. Either way, I think you'll like the end result. So, the Lakers are up 96-74, and I know what I'm doing later
Do you
tonight.
know the outcome?
I think I'm watching. I'll fade your action. 32.4 left in the third. Sasha's going to be coming in.
That's 4 fouls on Kobe. With a 22-point lead, 32 seconds to go, it would have been time for Kobe to be going to the sideline anyhow, you know, whether he picked up that foul or not. To start the fourth, he'd have been on the bench probably.
Replacing Kobe Bryant.
It is going to be the 72 game. Good. 1972. Well, Pat Riley was talking about that classic season for the Lakers. Bill Sharman, head coach. You'll see it. Against Willis Reed, Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley, the Nets, Clyde Frazier. So we've got plans later. 13 of the shot clock. Sasha hit his only shot. And Mo Evans couldn't control it because he had Lamar on his back. Lamar with one hand up there trying to get it.
Lamar didn't leave his feet, but that long left arm again creates problems for the defensive rebounder to really secure it.
Don't you love the way he locks up a guy and he just puts that long extendo arm up there?
It just seems like it keeps going too.
Lamar up at the top, no, he'll take it himself. Lamar in double figures, so now he's 2 assists away for the triple-double. He's got 11 points, 11 boards, 8 assists. We talk about the classic teammate. That's exactly what LO is.
And those are his classic numbers.
Joe Smith double clutching, and that'll do it. Luke made him change that shot without fouling him. Great third quarter.
You have to give the Lakers credit for the third quarter that they played there. Defensively, they got the job done. Now let's see if they can come out in the fourth and extend a 22-point lead. Don't go to sleep. They got 7 steals in that quarter. That always helps.
Starts it out there. They begin the fourth. Back door for Luke Walton. Bam. Call a moving pick. So the foul is going to be
DJ Binga.
Came up with the high post to clear it out.
And the way that play's designed, Joel, he doesn't have to even pick anybody.
Nope.
Just vacate the low post area so that the defensive center isn't in the area.
Marmar had the dunk. Matching up with the rookie out of Wake Forest right there. Jeff Teague. Into the shot clock. And DJ comes up with the steal. Julia. They're already a plus 17 in points off turnovers. Lakers do not have to rush. They don't have to force the issue. Josh Powell, his game, his bucket. 176. Lakers' biggest lead of the night is 24.
Doesn't Josh Powell have a sweet jumper?
Yeah, and you know what? He gets off the ground for a big guy. He does actually use his legs.
He's got good rotation on the ball.
Yeah, it's just a good-looking stroke, isn't it?
No, he just has a nice looking jumper.
Well, he's one of 5 for the Lakers. In the final game, we talk about guys in the last year of their contract. He's not like Joe Johnson, but he is in the final year of his contract. And he's been impressive. Good extra pass. Joe Smith, high post, low post, Zaza Pachulia.
Well, if you don't get it on the first steal and your step, then after that, you can't be slow. You still have to have quick steps to get the rotation, the next rotation man, and the Lakers were a little slow on the next rotation.
They've got 14 steals tonight in game number 3. And they put together a run tonight that looked like the Lakers of last season. Lazy pass, a break, but it's not a turnover. Pachulia.
Yeah, DJ has to make sure, though, he keeps Pachulia on his hip. He let him slide around there. You got to box him out. Don't let him get to the basketball.
Now on a short shot clock. Side. He got to go up. Josh Powell would have get it off in time. Nope. A little bit too much.
I didn't know Luke had that kind of hops. You see that pass from
He got
Sasha?
up there.
That thing, I thought he was going into the 20th row. And Luke said, hey, Stu, I got some little springs in these legs.
How come Laker reserves give the starters the rest of the night off? That is in question. More than 90 seconds gone in the fourth. Teague, his first try of the night. Josh Powell with a good box out to go get it. Looking ahead, Farmar gets it back. Whoa, Joe Smith with an arm drag and a toss. WWE. This isn't. Man, oh man.
That looked worse than what it was.
I know.
You know,
because Jordan's a little guy.
Yeah.
And compared to Joe Smith.
Plus he was moving, and
And Jordan didn't care. Joe Smith, 6'10", 230. That wasn't exactly a hard foul. That's just like, you're not going to get the layup. But Luke Walton's going to get the bucket instead. Good job on the bench tonight, too. Don't forget, they gave the Lakers in the first half their biggest lead. That little spurt they had when the reserves hit 4 of their first 6. Luke Walton, 3 of 5 tonight with 6 points, coming to 4 assists. And Joe Smith, in his previous 14 seasons, has made a career doing that.
he'll be doing that forever.
16, 18-footer. Luke Walton. Mo Evans on his back. 9.5 to play. The Lakers hit the road tomorrow. This is the first of a 4-game road trip, though, for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got the Blazers up next. Now, shot clock coming down on Farmar. He stepped in the sideline. He got a little nudge from Teague. With 9:20 to play. So the Lakers have Oklahoma City on Tuesday night and a vastly improved Oklahoma City team with one of the worst nicknames in professional sports.
Still on that nickname.
That's a roller derby name, and I that's even bad for. And I like roller derby.
They like it. That's the only thing that
The
counts.
Thunder. What is that? Just say we got bad weather around here, so let's nickname them the Thunder. 102-82.
They like it.
Backwards, well, Josh Powell thought about it, but it's taken away by Teague. And he'll go to the line looking for the 3-point play. So if you want to get him back into the game, points off turnovers.
When you want to get a seat next to the coaching staff, start turning the ball over yourself. The Lakers staff up with 8:46 to go in the fourth quarter. A flat-angled pass normally spells disaster. And that's what Josh Powell tried there. Flat, defender right there, sticks his hand out, gets the steal, and the hoop.
By 18, and don't forget the making of the Laker Girl calendar. You can watch the special on Fox Sports West on November 15th. So that's coming up a couple of weeks from now. Well, defense is the reason the Lakers have their lead. And I bring that up because the Hawks have 20 turnovers. The Lakers have forced a lot of turnovers. 14 steals for the Lakers tonight. Over the first 2 games, Atlanta had 24 combined. So 12 a game. And they've got almost that many in the matchup with the Lakers tonight. And they've also stopped Joe Johnson cold. Shannon Brown's checking into the game for the Lakers. Joe Johnson had 20 points in the first 10 minutes he was on the floor. He's got 24 and 28 now.
Another good thing I see is they bring Ron Artest back into the game. And with this lineup that he has out there, maybe he'll ask him to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, not having to, not being a guy that looks for Kobe and Lamar. Let's see what happens here.
Luke wanted to go into Artest on the spin, jump up. You like that footwork?
Again, Luke, I love that footwork because Luke is another one of those players that likes to feel your body defensively. He wants to know where you are so that he can make a spin move like that. He's not a one-on-one type guy that's going to just create on his own.
Joe Smith blocked by Artest. Guy can get it done to the defensive end of the floor.
What I liked about that play, he knew it was a right-hander. He goes to the right shoulder and his momentum. Look where his momentum takes him. Past the defender, past the offensive guy, not into the player. A lot of guys, most, go straight at the sternum and commit the foul.
It stays out, but the Lakers don't put a body on Joe Smith, so an easy dunk setup for Mo Evans. So they get the initial stop, but don't clear it out. Lakers by 18 still. Inside of 8. Left in what they hope is their second win of the season. Baba. Great pass. Yeah. Joe Smith holding up. Ron Artest, but good look for Jordan Farmar.
Ron grabbed his right shoulder on the defensive end of the floor a second ago, and now he's grabbing at it yet again. So I want to keep an eye on that. Hopefully nothing serious will come about.
Jordan made a habit of that during the preseason, finding his teammates with good looks.
And when you're the point guard, you can make a lot of friends doing that.
And you can and friends on the staff too. They'll keep you on the floor.
A lot of friends doing that.
So Artest missed the free throw. That's his first try of the night, but he's filled up the box tonight. He's 4 of 8 overall from the field. A major improvement when you consider 4 of 16 overall over the first 2. Now 3 for 10 at the stripe, but it's not been a problem, and we talked about it throughout his career. He's well over 70% through his career. He'll get it down. Man, he gets splits a pair there to put the Lakers up by 19.
And the problem is when you start off as poorly as he started, it is very difficult to get that percentage to elevate real high because you just don't get enough attempts.
Mo Evans, a little long and off Smith. It caught him by surprise, caught everybody by surprise.
Most air balls.
It almost, I think it jammed his fingers. Look at him. Man, that hurt.
Bricks are hard to rebound. And
that was a hot brick. 7.5 to play. Brown, Farmar, Luke Walton, Ron Artest, and Josh Powell, the 5-some on the floor for the Lakers. Wouldn't mind seeing Adam Morrison get out there eventually, too.
You will. Double dribble.
Yep. The Lakers turned it over for the 13th time tonight, compared to 20 for Atlanta.
And look at the points off the turnover.
Yep, that's the big disparity. Free throw coming up. A little nudge by Jordan Farmar. The surge by Teague, guy that was second-team All-ACC last year at Wake. Yeah, he's just a 20-year-old. A 20-year-old from Indianapolis. Boy, they've turned out some players lately, haven't they? Greg Oden, Mike Conley. I'm talking about guys recently in the draft. There's been plenty of good basketball players out of the state and Indianapolis in particular. 105-89 on the three-point conversion by Teague. 10 of the shot clock for Walton. And Farmar's free. Loose ball foul. And Ron Artest gets the call. He moved the other way he knew.
It's like one of those where, how'd you see that? But that third official, back in the old day, he might be able to get away with some of those, but it's very difficult with 3 sets of eyes. He'll be in his rocking chair, knocking that shot down.
Now all of a sudden a timeout because there's a 13-3 run working for the Hawks. And they're trying to make a game of it. It's only a 14-point Laker lead.
That's why I talked about you cannot be satisfied with the lead. You have to try always to increase it.
Fox Sports West presents Lakers basketball, brought to you by Jack Daniels. Your friends at Jack Daniels remind you to drink responsibly.
6:42 left to go here in the fourth. Lakers by 14, and Ron Artest doing some instructing on the floor with his teammates, but he's had his best game as a Laker thus far. I know we're only 3 games into the season, but whether it's shooting the ball, he's knocked down a 3. He's got 10 points on 50% shooting. They didn't give him credit for a steal in this one, I don't believe, but I know he has at least one. And offensive rebounds and assists. When you think about the front court, the Lakers as a team have 26 assists. 12 of those 26 come out of your front court. Lamar and Ron Artest. And Phil Jackson not happy. He brought all of his starters back onto the floor.
That's what it tells you what he thought of what the reserves were doing out there. Kobe's back out there. Picked up by Joe Smith on the miss. So momentum belonging to the Atlanta Hawks. They're still down by 14 though. A 13-3 run before the timeout. And Joe Johnson's back out there. Teague stays on the floor running the offense.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like he was very close to being out of bounds. Crawford on the run out. Johnson. By Artest. Picked up. Andrew Bynum tapped it away. Fresh shot clock. And a second chance opportunity coming up for Atlanta. Teague has been a spark for them off the bench. He was taken 19th overall. Only 2 seasons college ball at Wake. So all of a sudden there's some anxious moments here in the crowd.
They've cut 50% off the biggest lead.
Kobe right by Crawford on his strong side.
Footwork
107.93.
makes it look easy when you've got the fundamentals down like he has.
35 for Kobe. And we thought Joe Johnson was going to run away and hide. Lamar coming over. It stays out, and Lamar gets the board. That's his 12.
Talking about getting tapped on a shot. That ball was all the way down.
Yeah, it was down and out. Seal, Andrew Bynum worked on Herford before the ball ever got there and goes to the line.
Foul number 15.
All right, Andrew going to the stripe. He's 2 for 2 there, but I talked about how Kobe's footwork is so good. He just catches it and feels where the pressure coming from. And Jamal Crawford said, uh-oh, made a mistake. And you make any mistakes guarding him, and you pay a price.
So Atlanta trying to avoid the first loss of the season. There's a miss from Andrew Bynum. And the big question for the Lakers, you don't want to rush it because you need him for the long haul, is the return of Pau Gasol. The Lakers have already said it's going to be a while. They want to, at least they said they're going to take their time, and that is the prudent way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, this is not a dash. This is a marathon. You've got to be there for the long haul. What good is it to come back now and not be 100% and then be out again for 2 months?
Right, you've got 2 games coming up the road, and back to back. Then you pack it home. Andrew Bynum blocks it. Smith stays with it, and he's going to the line looking for the 3-point play. So the second chances lately have hurt the Lakers.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about earlier. You know, when you play enough defense in the NBA to force the first miss, don't give them another attempt. I mean, you got to clean it up. I mean, you can't go the whole game without giving up one, but you just can't give up too many of those because those will hurt you.
Josh Smith looking for the 3-point play. There's the roll. And it's a manageable 12-point deficit for the Atlanta Hawks.
And so don't give up too many offensive rebounds. What do they have? 13, 14 offensive rebounds. That's too many.
Lamar setting it up for Andrew, but it's deflected away and picked up by Horford. Now, floor is spread. 3-on-3. Just has hesitation. And Teague slams it home. Little rookie can get up there, despite being only 6'2".
10-point game.
Brand new game. After the Lakers led by as many as 24. Artest kind of had a hesitation there, too.
Look who Artest has on him now, though. Don't take him out to the 3-point line. Take him to the box.
He'll take it real quick. Catch and shoot. Kobe stays with it. Got it away from Smith and protects it. Boy, put his body on the blocker, didn't he? 110-98.
But if you're Woodson, you have to say, look, Josh Smith, you can't let Kobe get an offensive rebound like that.
Joe Johnson. Foul, they say, on the side of the head.
When you go to the rim, if you go with authority, you generally get something positive. And I think Teague went to the basket with some authority there. He goes up and says, Lamar, get out of the way. He just hammers that one. That is a nice play.
Joe Johnson hits the first of 2. 8 of 9 at the stripes, though. 8 of his 25 at the free throw line. That ties his season high. Misses the second. Stays an 11-point Laker lead. 4 minutes to play. You don't want to slow it down, but you want to manage it and take your time. Kobe off the fish pick. Got the look on his back. Here comes the double. And Kobe set up Bynum. Yeah,
again.
They're out of fouls anyway.
I mean, he had split 2 defenders and was going up to score just because of his footwork. They came to double, but they allowed him to pivot back into the middle of the floor between the 2 defenders and shoot 2.
And you see those numbers, and that was after a slow start shooting for Kobe. And I said a double, and there actually were 3 guys on Kobe by the time he dished the ball over to Andrew Bynum. He just makes it. He makes it work. He gives the Lakers a 12-point lead with his 38th point of the night.
I think the Lakers starters, aside from Derek, who's only played 26 minutes thus far, it's 33, 33, 36, 36.
And good shooting percentage all around for the starters in particular. 55% for the game overall for the Lakers. Now a couple of more stops. And trap. Swinging real quickly with a three-point shooter. It stays out. Lamar leaks out. He overthrew him in the end zone. There for the taking with 3:28 to play. Still the Lakers by 13. Teague. Will they go down yet? Rookie's trying to make the most of his opportunity and earn some more minutes.
He's not trying. He's doing it.
He's got 12 points. And don't forget he was on the floor, but they were down by 24. Artest all the way to the cup.
It's almost like nobody wants to get in front of that freight train.
Yeah, stay away from the bull. He puts his head down, and it's like, I don't have a red cape. I'm out of the way.
They just parted ways, and he just scored easily.
Crawford. Andrew Bynum came over. And Crawford off target. That should do it. 2:43 to play. So the Lakers up by a dozen. Now clock management, it's yours. But as soon as I say that, Artest goes for three. And the deflection, Fish found Kobe. Just tapped it away from Teague.
Now,
Alert play.
Fish should get an assist on that one.
That was a real alert play by Derek. 41 for Kobe. He's sealing it by himself. Teardrop. And a shove by Teague out of frustration. But I like the kid. He's really working his tail off. Really working hard.
I like him too. Well, the Lakers with 2:22 to play go up 116 to 102, and Derek Fisher with the touch pass, if you want to call it. Kobe says, "Thank you, Fish. We've been together a long time, but it's never too long." Well in the last game, and that's an understatement. So you knew he was going to come out and try to atone for that, and boy, has he ever. He put up 41 big ones. He's got 7 rebounds and 3 dimes. He sets the table. He sets the tempo for the team, and they generally will follow. Second half, he's gotten busy, but he's been very consistent. The only 3-point differential from first and second, but as I say that, there's still 2 minutes and 22 to play, so he'll probably get another couple before Phil Jackson says 24. He's had enough.
And you look at the numbers, 15 of 28 overall, and remember he was 6 of 19 last game, and he knew what he needed to do.
You don't have to worry about him knowing what he needs to do.
Andrew Bynum gets the roll. So the Lakers by 15, Hawks on the way to the first loss of the season. And go figure, because it's essential to these two teams come back intact. Jamal Crawford, the only real addition for Atlanta. 96-83 was the final here at Staples last year. In Atlanta, late last season, the Lakers lost there 86-76. So we had 2 low-scoring games. Mo Evans and Marvin Williams looked on. And this year, anything but. ABA is back. 118-102. A lot of points on the board. Lakers had a 64-58 lead at the break. And they've continued in the second half, both teams. Especially the Lakers with that big third quarter. Josh Smith. Good box out on Artest.
I tell you,
He really puts a body on Horford. It's refreshing to see a guy put a body on a body. Just play basics. Bynum taking away. The little guy came in on a sneak attack, but Andrews trying to show his strength, got it away, but lost the handle. Smith. Traveled, yeah. That was a crab dribble, though, wasn't it?
that was a crab walk.
Yeah, really. You put the left foot. 118-104. 90 seconds to play. Kobe. Picked up by Horford. So the Lakers hit the trip. 2-1. Oklahoma City Tuesday night. Wednesday night at Houston. Get to see our buddy Trevor Ariza coming off a 33-point game for the Rockets.
Well, he's their number 1 offense now.
Joe Johnson gets the cup, and he was limited in how many shots he was going to get a game for the Lakers, let's face it. So the opportunity there with the Houston Rockets offensively, no comparative. On Artest with a miss. The chances are all his now. Whatever he wants to do offensively, he's not restricted.
Yep, he's the number 1 go-to guy.
Jamal Crawford. It's 15 for Crawford.
Well, their bench has put up some, some numbers.
Crawford coming off a 16-point
Is he
game.
trying to foul him more and there's nothing to call it? Guess not.
It's a couple of long lefties against each other. Josh Smith. Opposite side is Crawford. So Lakers, 26.3 to play, so get it across the line. They'll have to take a shot unless they want a turnover. It's only an 8-point lead.
Josh Powell went to the scorer's table with 2 minutes and 22 to play.
No whistles.
Now he's heading back to the bench.
Yeah, you like running clocks.
I love running clock in the preseason. Got to take a shot or you get a turnover.
It'll be a turnover. Memphis will take the deep three. And that'll do it. Lakers bounce back after a real struggle against the Dallas Mavericks on Friday night where nothing went right. As Phil Jackson said, anytime they got any momentum on Friday night, they just shot themselves in the foot. Well, tonight, they came out with a purpose, especially in the third quarter. Won it by 16 points, 34-18, and really stepped it up defensively.
Yeah, that third quarter was the difference. I mean, prior to that point, it was pretty